Alright, I am live again. This is a hands-free device. Hands-free device. This is a hands-free device. I am live, traveling through downtown San Diego. I'm using a hands-free device. And just kind of driving around, giving you an idea. I am on Pacific Highway. This is a hands-free device. You can see all the high rises. These are townhomes, condos, apartments. There may be some hotels sprinkled in and some VRBOs and Airbnbs, but I am not sure. This area is called the Columbia District. We are on Pacific Highway, and this is downtown San Diego. I am using a hands-free device. This is the downtown area of San Diego. Just driving along the Columbia District. The weather today is perfect. It has not been raining down here today, so that is awesome. We have had a lot of rain over the past few days, so everything is fresh and clean. Lots of water for the plants. We are always having a drought situation, so it's nice when we get a lot of rain. Try to plug in my phone here. For some reason I can never find the plug. There, I think I got it. Yep. So I am in downtown San Diego. I am using a hands-free device. This is the Columbia District. We are near the airport. We are on Pacific Highway and Ash Street. If we're lucky, we'll see an airplane coming in. It'll be right above probably that third set of red lights down the ways. This is a hands-free device. We are in downtown San Diego. And then we'll wait a bit because we see, oh, did you see the airplane? Pedestrians always have the right-of-way in San Diego. I believe the whole state of California. So even if they walk right in front of your car, you have to stop. Which that can happen if you have somebody that doesn't have a dwelling. I don't know the correct term. Houseless, homeless. We do have homeless here. Typically, the challenge is that they have mental health challenges, and so they opt to stay houseless. We do have a lot of programs available, so if they prefer to have help, it is available. We are here on Pacific Highway. We are traveling north, and the airport is northwest of us. So what I can do is go ahead and, ooh, I hope this person isn't going to turn left. That is a one-way street. She looks like she's turning her wheels that way. I'm using a hands-free device. Thank you for the likes. Thanks for hanging out with me while I drive around downtown San Diego. Oh good, she's going straight. The parts of downtown San Diego can be confusing, so you always want to keep your eyes and ears open. Driving cautiously, of course, is the best if you're not familiar with the city, whichever city you're in, and then that way you can take a little more time to read the signs. And if you're really not sure or you feel like you're lost, you can find a safe spot, pull over, check your map, GPS, whichever you're using. We might see an airplane fly over while we're at this red light. So the San Diego International Airport is on this corner to the left of us. This is a hands-free device. Oh, Sassafras. I'm right by Sassafras. You know that's one of the other streets you can take to get to the airport. Yeah, I grew up here. My dad was in the Navy, and so my mom was also in the Navy. They met in Chicago and got married and then moved here. I was born in Chicago, my sister was born in Chicago, and my 3 other siblings were born here in San Diego. Yes, awesome. I have it on the mini text, so I can't see your name, but let me see if I can screenshot. Yeah, I love San Diego. Everything is so convenient. And I think I have a police officer behind me. That's nice. Maybe it's a cab. Everything is nice and convenient. And it's just so expensive. But you see the airport there is to the left. So we are using a hands-free device. And to the right is the freeway. We would go up that hill to go ahead and go to the freeway. We are turning left. We're going to go back down to the Pacific Highway. And this is a long light. Oh, there's an airplane. Oh, yes, that is a police officer behind me, but I'm making sure that he knows I'm hands-free and I'm obeying the traffic laws. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and make a left-hand turn down here so that we can go along the harbor, and then you can see the harbor. Along the harbor is going to be the cruise ship terminal. You can see the base where the Coronado, where the military base is at. And Mr. Officer went the other way, so we are cool. So if you look out straight ahead, that is the bay. And if you travel to the left on the bay, you are going into kind of like a dead end underneath the Coronado Bridge. You see a lot of masts out there. Those are sailboats that are moored up on the dock. I think they're all connected to a dock, or it could be that they have an anchor. It looks like some of them do have an anchor. So they have like a, I don't know the actual term, but it's like they're just anchored in the bay. So I believe they do still pay for that spot. And then I see there is a Princess cruise ship out there. I drove past it earlier. It is the Diamond Princess. There are some cruise ships that leave from San Diego and some that come by and visit San Diego on their itinerary from Los Angeles or Long Beach area. I have taken the Disney Wonder from the San Diego cruise ship terminal. I believe they call that B Street Pier. I'm not 100% sure. It would make sense because it's at the foot of Broadway. So if you drive west on Broadway, it will end right at Harbor Drive. this area is called North Harbor Drive. The road is North Harbor Drive, and there are a lot of hotels right along this road that you can stay at if you're going to cruise. There are a couple that offer, okay, I'm going to pull into this weird little parking lot. There are a couple that offer parking, so you can pay a fee and park there for the duration of your cruise. There are cheaper places where you can park, but then you would need a shuttle or an Uber or similar. This is a great spot for bike riding. There are places in Seaport Village. See this family here? You can rent a bike at Seaport Village and ride it all the way up across Harbor Island, Shelter Island. You can go quite a ways depending on your fitness level and adventure. So you always want to make sure that you're yielding to bicyclists. Do not try to outrun a bicyclist. You just want to make sure you're always safe. So this is a downtown area. I'm using a hands-free device, and this is the harbor. This is along the harbor on Harbor Boulevard. This is downtown San Diego. If you see the marking in the street with a bicycle and an arrow, that is called a sharrow, because you are sharing the road with the bicyclists. So you can see here, there are a lot of people riding bikes. Always use caution coming in and out of these driveways. We do have several parking lots right along the harbor, but definitely read all the parking signs. You want to know if you're supposed to be paying a parking meter, if there is permitted parking only, what day and time are the parking areas monitored. Some of the meters are not in force during certain holidays or after certain times of the day or night, so always read the signs. These look like they have new signs, but I can't even read what it says. Let me pull over because somebody's behind me. Pay by license plate at pay stations, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., 3-hour parking limit, and then it has a zone, 98290. So you can look and pay by your license plate number at the parking meter, and there are pay stations. Always, always, always read the signs. You will get a ticket. So this is right along the harbor. And again, this is going to be a 3-hour limit, so do not park here if you think you're going to be longer. You can look for a parking structure, a parking lot. I do live in San Diego. There's a lot to do down here at the harbor. So if you're staying close by, it might be a great idea to plan a couple different outings to the harbor right here. So we have a maritime museum, we have whale watching, we have harbor cruise. There's tons of stuff. Star of India is fun to tour. I believe there is another ship called the Columbia that you can tour. And there's restaurants. There's also a shopping center called Seaport Village. And I'm just driving real slow through here because there's pedestrians, there's cars coming in and out. And right across the street is the Wyndham. I believe the Wyndham is one of the properties that will allow you to park there during the duration of your cruise, and you do not need to be staying at that hotel. You can look that up online. They have different daily rates, weekly rates, etc. But that is the Wyndham. And you can also give them a call and validate, and I believe make a reservation in advance. They do sell out for the parking structure. So here we see the Diamond Princess. I'm using a hands-free device. This is the cruise ship terminal in downtown San Diego. That is the Diamond Princess Cruise Lines. There's a lot to do down here at the harbor. You want to definitely obey all the traffic laws, etc., because it does get very busy. There's people on bicycles, there's people with dogs, there's people walking, skateboarding. Don't be in a hurry. And here we will exit the parking structure, or the parking area. So we have these kind of different little parking inlets and outlets right along the harbor. And then that is just for short-term parking. You can look up online and see there are a lot of different parking vendors, short-term, long-term, especially with the airport close by. You can park closer to the airport and it will be cheaper. You just want to be aware that you would probably need a shuttle from the airport. If you're pretty fit, you probably can walk it, but remember, you might have your suitcase with you. So think of that. They have an event going on down here today. Not quite sure what it is, but I see a coffee cart, empanadas, elote, acai bowls. So we are going to go towards Seaport Village. That is the USS Midway Museum to the right. There is a battleship there that you can go tour. There is a fee. I am not sure what the fee is. Always ask for different kind of discounts if they have military discount, senior discount, AAA. And then here we are down at the harbor. We are heading towards Seaport Village. So we are driving south on Harbor Drive, Harbor Boulevard. I'm actually not 100% sure what the name of this street is because I live here, so I just go. I don't. As you can see, there's restaurants, top of the market, the fish market. There's some memorials and statues honoring the military. There's another little parking area. Wow, they're having a lot of stuff going on down here. I didn't even know. It looks like little vendors and stuff. And there's a lot of construction going on right now. Lots of hotels down in this area. So there is parking here to the right. So I'm going to go ahead and pull down that way. And this is right now we're heading east. And then we will turn and head south. And that will be towards Seaport Village. And within Seaport Village is Marina Park, a bunch of hotels. You can walk along the back side of the hotels. So you see the hotels in the right side of your screen. There is a marina area back to the right of those, so more south, and that is a beautiful place to walk. There's a nice walkway. There are a lot of high-priced yachts over there. So what I'm going to do is actually pull in over here just for safety, and then I will actually end the live, but I wanted to show you there is Seaport Village right there. So again, there's parking, but you need to read the signs, pay the meter, pay the pay station, whatever it calls for, so that you don't end up with a ticket. All right, so thanks so much for hanging out with me. You guys have a great day. And that is ending our live here from downtown San Diego.